Welcome to Football with Cheese. Today's video is going to be about Tetairoa Mcmillan, wide receiver, Arizona. We're going to do a draft breakdown. Although I did see online his name may be Tetairoa Mcmillan, but Tetairoa Mcmillan is just a lot easier to say. We're going to keep that for now. But if you do not know who he is, he's a wide receiver for Arizona, one of the best receivers in the country. And Tetairoa is interesting for a few reasons. Some people have him as high as 3. I'm not going to have him that high on their board. And I've seen him in the 20s, which is way too low. Consensus is 9. So people are split on him. Some people think he's a top 10 pick, maybe top 5, and others think he should go late first round. And those people I don't understand. We're going to get into it. So make sure you're subscribed so you never miss a video. So Tetairoa measured in at 6'4", 219. I thought he was more like 230, but it's possible he lost some weight to run faster. He did run a 4.55 at his pro day, which is a very good number for him. I don't think speed is that big a deal. If he had run a 4.65, I don't think it would make any difference in his draft stock. That's not his game. He's not a speed receiver. He is a big-bodied wide receiver that's going to be really tough for undersized corners to cover. He will go up and catch anything. He is unbelievable at contesting catches. You could double team this dude, and he's still going up, and he's going to come down with it. So if you're a quarterback, when in doubt, just chuck it up to Tetairoa Mcmillan. He's probably going to come down with it. He's very lethal in the red zone because of that. He should be a guy that gets 10, 12 touchdowns every year. He is a good athlete for his size. He has the athleticism of a much smaller receiver. And he runs good routes. That's the most surprising thing about him. You see his size. I think he was listed 6'5", 230 at Arizona. 6'4", 219 is his actual size. But he plays smaller than that. In and out of breaks. His athleticism, he's unbelievable after the catch for his size. Typically, guys that size are just more possession receivers, and they don't get a lot of yards after catch, but he does. And there's some games where he just took over, absolutely just took over, and the quarterback just got the ball in Mcmillan's hands, and he just would get so much yak. He was a playmaker. Some of the criticisms. He was better the year before in 2023 and 2024. I get that. I don't think it's that big a difference. I watched a lot of Mcmillan early in the season, and he was dominating. And apparently as the season went on, he wasn't as dominant, but Arizona had a bad year, so I didn't really watch him late in the year. Went back and I watched some of the film, but I didn't see a big drop-off. The team just wasn't very good. They had a really disappointing season. So I don't think that's a big deal at all. He was very good the last 2 years, very productive. He could be a better run blocker. People keep knocking him, saying he's just not physical. He doesn't play to his size. He does need to do better against press man, considering his size. Be more physical at the line of scrimmage and run blocking and in press man. So he does need to improve there, but I think he can. I think that's fixable. The most common comp for him is Drake London. And I get it because they're the same size, but I don't like that comp because obviously Drake London, if you've seen him on the Falcons, he was picked 9th overall at USC. He is a very physical receiver, maybe the most physical receiver in the NFL. And Mcmillan's not like that. Mcmillan is more athletic than London, and he's a better route runner. And both of them are great at going up and getting the ball. I like Mcmillan a little better than London coming out. London, 9th overall pick. At the time, I thought it was a reach. He's a very good player. But I don't like that comp. My comp is Marquez Colston, but better after the catch. Marquez Colston was a very good receiver for the Saints, played with Drew Brees. I think that's a better comp than Drake London. So where will Mcmillan go? He has a wide range. Like I said, he's been ranked as high as the 3rd best player in the draft. I've seen him ranked in the 20s. So he has a pretty wide range. I think the highest he'd go is 6 to the Raiders. I do not think he's going top 5. I don't think he's going Jaguars at 5. They went wide receiver in the first round last year. I don't think they go wide receiver again. And he could go the Saints at 9. Cowboys at 12 is a possibility. If he doesn't go 12 to the Cowboys, which the Cowboys need a lot, so taking a wide receiver might be better in the second or third round for them, he could fall to maybe the Seahawks at 18. Because a lot of teams in the teens aren't going receiver first round, in my opinion. If the Seahawks at 18 pass on Tetairoa Mcmillan, Sam Darnold, their new quarterback, will probably be like, what the F are you doing? Because he's better than the 18th player in this draft. Like I said, consensus has him 9. He'll be in my top 12. I was just kind of looking at it. Looks like he'll be in my top 12. We'll see. My board's still working on it. Probably in the 7 to 12 range is my guess where I will have him. But I can't see Seahawks at 18 passing on him after trading DK Metcalf, after releasing Tyler Lockett. What a tandem McMillan would be with Jackson Smith-Njigba. That would just be awesome, and Sam Darnold would love that. I know Seattle needs offensive line help, but if a player that good falls to you, that's where I think. I doubt he falls that far, though. A lot of mocks, Mel Kiper included, have him going 20th to Denver. I don't see it. There's just not 19 players better than Tetairoa Mcmillan in this draft. He's such a unique player with his size, athleticism, route running, yards after catch, and incredible in the red zone. And if he does get past the Cowboys at 12, someone might trade up to get him. So what do you think of McMillan? Let me know in the comments. And if your team needs a receiver in the first round, do you want them to draft him? Got more videos coming. Almost everything is going to be about the draft unless there's some crazy signing or trade. All right. So like this video, share it with anyone who loves football so we can grow the channel. Subscribe if you have not. Turn the bell for notifications so you never miss one. And I will see you in the next video.